Has God ever given you a promise? You got so excited about the promise that you started running full force toward it, but then you stopped because you got discouraged and fearful because you saw the obstacle in front of the promise that caused you to retreat. Hey, everybody, it is your girl, Coach Cheryl, and welcome to this episode of Matcha Ministry, where we take the Word of God and break it down into bite-sized chunks, sips, if you will, that we can apply to our everyday life. And in today's episode, we're talking about the children of Israel when they are at the border of the promised land that God has promised them when they were in Egypt, when He brought them out, that He was going to give them a land that was flowing with milk and honey. Now the spies have gone into the land that included Joshua and Caleb, and they've come back with the report that yes, it is exactly how God said. There are grapes that are so huge that men have to carry them on their shoulders just to show the people of the goodness of what God had promised them. But some of the spies said, oh, wait. As much as there is milk and honey, and this is a land just as God described, there are giants in the land, and we were grasshoppers in our own sight, and so we must be also in the sight of those that live there. Does that resonate with you? Can you feel the fear that they must have had? I know that I have been there before when God has given me a promise and I've run so quickly to it only to come up against obstacles and setbacks and fear and intimidation that caused me to retreat from the promise of God. Because of this one thing, I saw the obstacles bigger than the God that called me. So today I want to submit to you that often if we are going to subdue so that we can enter into the promised land, we have to endure the process of pulling down every weight, pulling down every stronghold, and the fear that the enemy would bring towards us that says, you're not able to do this. Because this is one thing that has been foundational and so very helpful to me when I've come up against, strongholds, when I've come up against obstacles that stand in the way or try to stand in the way of promises that God has given me, is I had to shift my perspective. And so today I'm going to admonish us all to shift our perspectives so that we see that the God that promised us is bigger and stronger than any obstacle, any hindrance that would ever come against us. Because here's the thing, God has gone before us. He is already in the promised land, just beckoning us to come up higher, baby. I got this for you. I promise this to you, and I will see you through it. So see God already where He's calling you to. That promise that He has given you, He's already inside of it. That means He's already subdued the giants. He's already subdued every obstacle and every enemy that would come against you. All you have to do is have faith in the God that promised, because He who promised is faithful to perform every promise. So I pray that this has encouraged you today to move. If God has promised, He is faithful to perform it. So my word to you today is go get it. It's already yours. I hope this has blessed you and encouraged you. And if it has, and you want to see the entire Bible study where we dig a little bit deeper into the wilderness wanderings, I want you to go ahead and click this here. And if you have watched this long and you have not yet hit that like button, I'm going to ask you to go ahead and do that. And if you are enjoying our Matcha Ministry sips of the day, I want you to go ahead and come on, join the family. Click that subscribe button. And again, thanks so much for joining us. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Share this with someone. I pray it'll be a blessing to them too.